Eagles got caught a little short-handed there. I think there was two streaking, screaming Eagles there, and the Bruins took advantage of a 3-on-1 and put it in there on a 3-on-1. Looks like we're up and going now with the broadcast now, so hopefully all the fans and viewers can tune in. If you're just joining us, Bruins had just scored, take a 1-0 lead on some good up and back play. It was a little bit of a lopsided defensive battle there, I guess. There's 3-on-1 somehow from the Bruins. Turns and fires. Bruins can't get it in. Eagles can't get it out now. A little bit, I don't want to say. Oh, here, that one is just sent to Lake with the ice by Scott. A little unorganized here by the Eagles. They gave up that goal. Wasn't really anything that Jordan could have done on that shot. It was a 3-on-1, good centering pass by the Bruins. Guy was wide open right in front of the net. Sent in 5-hole. See if Scott can win this draw. Doesn't win. That's one back for the Bruins. Sent back into the corner. There's Chen, big Chen. He rubs that guy off. Now we got a rush. We got 3-on-2. Here comes Bodine, cross center ice. Chen joins the play. Bodine, cross ice, pass to Dawson. Doesn't connect, but Dawson still stays with it. He sends it in, tried a tip shot there, does Chen, but it doesn't make it through. Bodine tries to close on that guy. Now it's going back the other way with the Bruins. They get it out through center ice. Guy puts it through his legs, maybe unnecessarily again. Here's Chen. He looks around, sees what he got. He sends it up to check there by Dawson Charles. He's making his presence known. Stanley's staying with that defender and back. This is a little dangerous there. Gets it back out Cherry Creek. Gets it all the way back into their own zone. The Screaming Eagles are going to change. Here comes a new line now. Looks like Jimenez gives chase on that forecheck. Bruins regroup. They send it back in. Donaldson, he doesn't let it go in. He sends it back out. Bruins, now they still maintain it. I think that's Kolchevsky, puts it off the Eagle. It stays in the zone. Fighting, good battle there by the Eagles to keep it in. Let's see if we can get some sustained pressure here. 3, 4, 5, 6 kids back down there. We got Politi, nice to see him back. He was injured. Gets it King. Front from a little bit of a floater shot there. Easily gloved down by the goalie. First shot we've seen by the Eagles in quite some time, actually. It was some pressure by the Bruins. See one of the Bruins skating off the ice, not so sure what happened. Didn't see an injury. Eagles step in. We got Packard, Jimenez, and Politi. 4 kids rotating through 3 spots. Now we're going the other direction here. 3 Bruins. We got the Eagles back. Pass, just out of the reach of it. It was a good play there by Creek, and they couldn't quite connect on that. Now we got, I thought we could have had numbers there, 2-on-1. Now it's going to be regrouped. Politi gives chase. Now we got Jimenez. He goes in, tries to disrupt that a little bit. Good job there by MacKinnon. He disrupts it too, but now the Bruins, a little bit of neutral ice mishap. Now here's Packard. He's in 1-on-2. Needs some help. Gets in, goes on the backhand. Good job protecting. Gets it back to himself. Falls down. 3 Bruins are back there. Need some help. Maddox Charles brings that help. Now it's sent back in. There's Hoyt Sorensen. Great game last night. There was a penalty to be called there. It's slash, I think that is. I didn't see quite what happened there. Let's see if we can see it on the replay. 11:41 left in the first period. That's a slash on Packard. Didn't see when or how that happened, but now the Eagles on their first penalty kill. We're short Drew Jenkins, and he is one of the top penalty killers. It's so great to watch Jenkins and Maddox Charles work on that PK. I think I heard last night from Jordan Fisher that we've scored 9 shorthanded goals. Now let's see how the Bruins power play works here. Bruins send it back into the net. There's MacKinnon. He tries to rim it around, and he does not quite get. That was almost Maddox Charles on a reach. He tried really aggressive play. Now send it middle ice by, that bouncing, big juicy rebound, and they're able to clear it. Wow, that's a big, dangerous, juicy rebound, but fortunate there. Now the Bruins are going to regroup. Good pressure there by Kirkfield. Now it's sent in. Maddox Charles pestering along the side. Is still centered by the Bruins, and now, we can't get it out. That's a good play, I thought, there by Hirschfield, too. Now he's still working on it. And now Hirschfield wants him to get to that puck first. He's got to beat one. He can't quite get past the other guy, but good job on that pressure. Now we got Bruins bringing it in. They've got a little bit of numbers here, 3-on-2. Chen circles up, and he does not let him get very far with that. That's a good play there by Chen to break that up. Now the Bruins are going to regroup again. They haven't quite got it set up. Some really good stick work, some pressure by the Eagles here. Now Hoyt Sorensen's in there. He gives chase into the corner. Now there's a scrum of kids down there in the corner. Half the team, actually 3/4 of both teams are in there. Bruins come out with it. It's sent back up top. Number 10 there with the Bruins. He's going to send back up. Now they've got it set up. Let's see how the Eagles can deal with this. They're cycling around are the Bruins. But sent out wide to Ritter. He can't connect there. Fumbles it. Good pressure there by MacKinnon. He breaks that up, and Messina pops out with it. He tries to go stick handle around. That doesn't typically work in this level of hockey. He bangs the net in frustration, and that's 24 seconds left on the kill. 10 minutes left in this first period. 1-0 lead by the Bruins, rather. Sorensen's middle of the ice. He's accompanied by Chen. We got Stanley back there. Now we got, what turned into a shot. The Bruins stay with it. Messina gets a shot and unable to clear Kulchevsky. That doesn't make it out either. And puck, this is dangerous. The penalty's now over, and the Eagles need to get that 5th player on, so they have here. Packard races in off the bench. He might get to that first. Nope, Bruins are still with it. Chen bodies. Now Bruins are still with it. They're still on this. They're going to go for one change off of the leg pad. Good play there by Lucas Scott. Bradley's his dad, rather. I can see him in the stands. Good work around, getting around there. Bruins are still holding this puck in the zone. The Eagles need to ice this, get some fresh legs out there. This penalty K unit's been working. Stanley tries to center around, kick back by Sorensen. Stanley is just going to ice it. That's the right play there. Sends it down there to ice it. Screaming Eagles need to get some new skaters on the ice. That line was beat up. A lot of work there. Now we get to see, this is a even slightly different look here now. We got MacKinnon on defense with Fisher. Hirschfield steps in with Sutter and Maddox Charles. There's Maddox Charles behind the net. He's looking for a streaker. Sauce pass up. Good connect. He connects with Hirschfield. He's got one. He passes back to, and Sutter just gets pushed off that play, but they're still with it. Good work there. That was a great play by Hirschfield. A good body there to push Sutter off that puck. Thought something was going to develop. It's really good pressure. Good patience by Maddox Charles, rather, to stay with that. And now Maddox Charles is going to tries to bring it in. Bruins intercept, and now it looks like they're going the other way, but nope, that's intercepted. Good work there by MacKinnon. Now we're going back the other way again. There's Sutter. He sends a backhand into the corner. Eagles going to get some new skaters on the ice. Here comes the Scott line. He's manning center. That broken up by Bodine. Nope, that was Dawson Charles. 21 and 12 numbers are just the inverse of each other. Good play there by Jordan. Just out of the hand of Fisher, but now, just out of the hands again. Scott tries to get it out. He can't get it out. The shot wide, glove down by Jordan. He's okay to just cool the tempo down, let the Eagles get the right skaters on the ice. MacKinnon goes back out on the bench. And now we got Stanley and Chen. That's their defensive pairing. Now we got Dawson Charles, Lucas Scott, and Bauer Bodine. Out here, draw one by Scott. Good win there. Battling on the ice, and Bodine gets it up. It's off a couple bodies. That will not be an ice. Now that played by the goalie. Good work there by Dawson Charles. Bodine slips in, tries to get it. Good back check there by Dawson Charles. Now we got a 3-on-1. Bodine gets it. He gets it out to Scott. And Bodine misses it. A good pass there, but he fans on it. He couldn't connect on it. Now here comes the Bruins. Cats, center ice. I can tell their names. They got him on the back. He stood up at the blue line by Lucas Scott. What a hit. That was great. Now here's Chen. Another connection. Now Bodine gets run down. There's Dawson Scott. He saw it. Who was it over there on the side? I think that was that was Packard. It was open there, and Dawson saw him, but he couldn't quite tee it up. Now it's sent out again by Stanley. He's okay. That's not going to be on. That's some good action there by the Screaming Eagles. Couldn't quite turn that into a goal, but that was some good positive pressure. 7:02 left, first period. Good evenly matched game here. Cherry Creek, I believe, is up in the standings. Second, third, fourth. They played more games. I don't know exactly how the points work, but good players. They got some good skaters, some good speed, especially that top line, really good. As I said earlier, the Eagles are down some of their top kids. You got to really dig deep to win this game. Sent back around by the Eagles. Jackson King can't quite get it out. Pops out to the middle. This could be dangerous. Messina, the Bruins, is floating around there. He can't get it. There's Politi again. Good to see him back. I hope. Oh, he comes off of his stick there. He's looking up, and there's a trip. And here's Messina. He's got some pressure from behind him, and it's blown dead. I'm not sure exactly why. Is a penalty on both sides? Looked like the Bruins still had control of that, so I'm not sure exactly what happened, why they blew that dead, but we're going to see the Screaming Eagles on another penalty kill. 6:41 left in the first period. Eagles were successful on that first penalty kill. A couple of good chances by the Bruins, but Jordan's been solid in net. So we got Hirschfield looking for a deflect. Oh, good play there by Jordan. He could not see that. Circle back around by MacKinnon. He needs some help. He gets that help by Fisher. Good job there by Fisher to provide some help. Mattis Charles takes it. He takes some body. Now the Eagles seem to be there. That they are. They get it out to some center ice. Now it's circled back around by the Bruins. Sent up, sent in. Oh, it hits the ref. That's a good break by the Eagles. Now let's see if they can get it out. Nope, they're still having trouble getting it out. Fisher tried to get it out, danced around by the Bruins. They're still with it. This is dangerous. All sent all the way in, and they are pestering. These Bruins are, that's a good play by Charles. He's had enough, and he sends it into his own bench. Almost hits the team photographer, Frank. You don't want to knock him out. He's done some great camera work there. I like it when he uploads those photos to Google Drive. Get to see those. Now we'll see the next batch of penalty killers. We've got Stanley out there, and Chen, Sorensen, Lucas Scott draws one by Sorensen, sent all the way back down in. That's not an ice. The goalie's calling for an ice, but they're on the power play. It's 1:08 left in the penalty and 5:45 left in the first period. Here comes the Bruins. Lucas Scott intercepts him, gives a little bit of bother to him. That's brought in offsides, and that is a good play. You might see that go all the way down. I'm going to send it. Nope. They're going to. Looks like they're going to do the face-off just outside the zone. Way to be a bit of bother there, right at the blue line, not letting the Bruins get that established and get it in. Sorensen wins another draw. Chen takes his time and fires it back down in. Goalie does not raise his mitt that time. He realizes, whoops, we're on the power play, and they're allowed to ice it. It's not USA hockey or club hockey rules where you can't ice it on the penalty kill. They can't get it in, and there's Sorensen. He's okay. Good play there. Just to, instead of trying to start that rush, he just sends it back in. We've got 34 seconds left on the penalty kill, and J.D. Packard tries to be a menace there, but now Bruins bringing in with some speed. Just drop back, and so they're going to try and set it up. But no, they can't. This only thing. Passes behind. And here's Sorensen. He's in on alone. Tries to go 5-hole. Goalie shuts it down at the last second. There's Packard gets to it. They should be able to eat the rest of this penalty. 10 seconds, 13, 11, 10, 4:50 left in the first period. About 10, maybe one last shot. Nope, just sent in harmlessly. Glove down. It will be one last ozone face-off. Not a bad play by the Bruins. They get some different skaters on. 4 seconds left to kill. Good opportunity there by Sorensen on that shorthanded opportunity. He came in, he had Packard there, but a good play by Owen Kolchevsky on defense for the Bruins to kind of break up the pass. And Sorensen had to try and go 5-hole from just outside the circle. Good win there by the Eagles. That should do it here on this penalty kill. So they're 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. And here comes the Eagles. Politi's out of the box now. We got Jimenez giving chase. Packard. Oh no, Jackson King falls down. Here comes Lucas Jordan out to play it. He swipes it around. Good play there. Austin Donaldson is there to help him out too. Jackson King, he gets it off for the bench. And if we see streaking Jimenez, is he going to get there? He gets there. The icing is called off. Now he's down there. He needs some help. There's 4 Bruins back and only 1 player back. But now here comes the help. Donaldson pinches down in to help. And now Hirschfield, he's back on. He kicked it to himself. And now, sent back into the corner harmlessly by the goalie. Pretty good play. Donaldson sent backhand in. And now Jimenez has it. And he's just covered up by 2 Bruins. Good pressure in the zone by the Bruins. Not really letting anything get established. Oh, no. I thought that could have been. Oh, and then he gets bodied. Oh, no. And another penalty. And now the Eagles are going to be on the penalty kill again. I thought they might have gotten him for a trip. and then they called Hirschfield for roughing. He sent that kid down, and it's now another penalty kill situation. The Eagles need to stay out of the box. When you're short bench like this, you don't have all your players. You gotta have discipline to really stay out of the box and really get some of those other players out on the ice. You know, they cycle through about 4 to 5 forwards on the PK. And these guys get burned out. Creek moves the puck pretty good on these on these power plays. Oh, and it comes out of the zone. Bruins can't contain it in the zone. They're going to regroup, try and get it in, but Sorensen's there. Good job. Turns and fires it back down. Sorensen's written now. Here comes Maddox Charles on the forecheck. That's good. Good work there. You like to see him have that pressure because it forces the Bruins to do something. A little disjointed. Now they come in all alone. This kid had a 1-on-3, but the other ones had to stay back. And so now Sorensen rims it all the way around again. Great penalty kill effort by Sorensen. He's working hard. He worked really hard last night. Some really good goals. Fun to watch last night too. 1:15 left in the penalties. See if these boys can do it again. Got Lucas Scott out there with Politi. Some new skaters out there. A grounder, and that's a score. Yeah, you knew that they weren't going to be able to kill every penalty. I think that was a deflection in. Couldn't quite tell. Let's see if we get a replay here. It was a pretty light shot from the point. Jordan was screened. Might have had a replay there. Didn't see it. Might be able to see that one. And now the Eagles are in a 2-0 deficit. Haven't really had any good sustained pressure too. They've been in the box 3 times. They've got to stay out of the box. Even the Bruins were heavily penalized last year. They haven't taken any penalties yet. Sent in that draws one again by Lucas Scott. I think he's perfect on his draws. Bodine and Charles give chase, but again, it's just now sent back up by the Bruins. They look to be a little more focused and a little more organized than do the Eagles now. Now Stanley's going to tip it out, and Bodine chips it out. And it's just a chip out to the neutral zone. Seems every play now. Sent back in, a little bodied up by Chen. And now Stanley. Now Stanley and Scott play catch a little bit. Now Stanley's got some time behind the net. He sends it off the boards looking for Dawson Charles, who was streaking. Now Stanley again looks up. And he tries again for this long stretch pass, and that's broken up. And the Eagles can't get it out of the zone. So now Dawson Charles has Sean Badassian take a seat. Good play there. Bodine rubs in with Kolchevsky, former teammates. And it's not hard enough to get it out of the zone. That's sending. Oh, good job breaking it up by Lucas Scott. Good stick there. Now just out of the outreach stick of Bodine, and the Eagles are just like they're on a penalty kill this whole game. 2-0. Deficit and 1:30 left in this first period. They do well to get out of this first period and go to the bench and have a talking with coach. Now Sorensen, good chip up to, tried to chip it up, and now it's loose. And now there's Maddox Charles in all alone. And that's score! Score, top shelf, Maddox Charles. You give him an opportunity like that, and he is going to make you pay. Puck ended up on his stick, and he was not to be denied there. And I'm going to have to eat my words about going into the first period intermission there, down 2-0. Maddox Charles, that's a great play there. I think that was by Hirschfield to chip it up, and Charles was getting slashed from behind that defender. He was stronger. Man, great stick work by Maddox Charles to stick with it and get that going. What a great play. Another win by the Eagles. Maybe that'll give us some momentum. McKinnon back to Fisher. Again, good to see him back. Sutter lets it go. He's gone to pressure. Flipped out, waved at with a high stick. Glad that didn't connect by Jimenez. The Bruins stick in the middle there by Packard. Good stick there. Now Fisher's going to chase that down. And he chips it back to Jimenez, who just lets it go through to the Bruin. And that goes all the way. Oh, no. And now Sutter blows a tire, but he's managed to get a stick and try. Oh, good job there. Just a nice light clear to center. It's kicked by the Bruins, so that would not have been an icing anyway. Good pressure. Jimenez on the forecheck. Bruins sends it in back to the corner. Bruins give chase. Oh, there's Sutter, I think. Oh, no, that was a good hit there by McKinnon. Good play. Now there's Charles. Back up to sorry, that is Charles. It was Hurstfield. Oh, and McKinnon tried to, and good hard shot by Fisher that was just wide a little bit, looking for the tip. And Sorensen gives somebody on that 12 seconds left. And oh no, oh my goodness gracious. What a break that was. Oh my goodness, that puck was just barely moving and just sit and hit the goalpost once. There, 0 on the clock. Wow, that was incredible. See if we can see a replay on that. That was a turnover in front of the zone. Here we go. Fisher was coming. He just missed the puck and left it for that kid. And Jordan got just enough of that. Just enough of that didn't go in. It was a great replay there by Shaw Productions on that. That was good to see. Now, it was good to see that didn't go in, too. Man, that was dangerous. That was scary. As it is now, though, the Eagles are going to go into the second period with a 1-2 deficit. And I'd say the ice was tilted towards the Bruins that period. We've seen that in the past several of the games this season, though, as the Eagles were maybe a little slow coming out. Coach Kwazdecki knows what he needs to do to these kids to get them fired up. You can see him on the bench giving them some advice, and I'd expect to see him come out a little bit stronger here in the second period. See if I can pull up what the shots were for that first period. Heavily favored, I think, by the Bruins there, but whatever the case, it was a fun period of hockey. It's good to see these kids battling. And I think that based on the standings, both of these teams should have a bye into the quarterfinals of the state playoffs for the CPHL League, which the first game of the quarterfinals is Friday, the semis are Saturday, and the finals, I believe, are Sunday. See if I can get a shot count here. Should be able to get a shot count. Shots are 9-4 Bruins, as to be expected. A lot of neutral zone play and passing broken up. Good sticks, good defense. Here we go with Sorensen, Hurstfield, Maddox, Charles. We got McKinnon and Fisher on defense. One again by the Eagles. Sorensen gets it center ice and he sends it in. Maddox Charles will be the first one to get there. Hurstfield sneaking in. He tries a backhand and just pops right over his stick. And now here comes the Bruins. They've got some speed coming back the other way, but now we got. And they're going to call that one offsides. Okay, it's offside, so that breaks the play up. Good defense there by McKinnon, too. McKinnon playing with Fisher. I think Fisher, I don't know if he's still 100% yet. He's been nursing an illness, I think it was. We didn't see him last night. Hurstfield back in the draw. That one's won by the Bruins. They're going to circle back, and they send it on in. McKinnon gets to it first, and he falls down. Blows a tire, but there's Dawson. He gets up to Sorensen. Sorensen streaking up the edge. He's got this one defender to beat. Takes it center ice. Gets the shot off wide. Good save there by the goalie. Good shot. Good pressure. He took that wide and then cut back in. That was great. Some good pressure there by Maddox Charles. He steals it. Good poke check. Tried to get Bodine, who was heading into the middle. And now Creek sends it in. They're going to ice that. Now we'll have an ozone face-off here. Good play. Let's see if we get a replay of that one. Nope, we don't. 16:10 left in the second period. 50 seconds in. Really good shift there. And a good scoring opportunity by Hoyt Sorensen. He took that puck wide, that cut back into the center, and then went cross body on that goalie. Just the last second save by the goalie. See, Scott's been great in the faceoff circle. He doesn't win that one. It's kicked out by Bodine. It gets off Charles. He turns and fires, but it's just a little bit wide. Bouncing puck, and he looked down. He didn't know what was there. It was a puck. He's going to send it in. Charles sends it in. Bodine gives chase. Goes around the net. He's trying to be a menace, and he is. Creek starts to break out, and they send it in. Gloved down by Chen, who absorbs a hit. Reverse check, says, sit down. That doesn't work with me. Another good hit by Chen. I love watching him do that. Bodine gets it. He sends it in. Tries to off the ref. But now it's to Scott. Scott, just wide. Good quick shot there by Scott. Dawson Charles got this a little bit better sustained pressure. 5 Bruins are back, though. Man, they put all those kids back. Picked up. And that is sent down the ice, and that's going to be an ice. No, they wave it off for some reason. Not so sure why. Stanley is going to circle up with it. He gets it to Packard. Packard leaves it to Chen. He's got some speed. He sends it up Can't quite get it into Jimenez, who was waiting there on the boards. Messina brings it in for the Bruins. Sutter, oh, low angle shot, my goodness gracious. It bounces off Jordan right in front of the net. Low angle shot to Messina, maybe looking as one of those pass shots, and it just popped right out to the center. Fortunately, there was no Bruin there. 1-2 deficit for the Eagles. 15:05 left in the second period. 3 penalties so far for the Eagles. Had to kill off 3 penalties. They were successful in the first 2, not so much on that third one. Here comes Hirschfield. He wins yet another draw, sent back around by King. Ooh, good play up there. Here's Maddox. He's got 1-on-2. Oh, Hirschfield joins him too. Now here comes Messina again for the Bruins. He gets it in center ice. He leaves it down there for his offensive partner, sent back in on the long lines and sent it. Oh, that was a dangerous play. Good work there by Jordan. Corralled there by King. He tries to get it out, can't quite get it out. The Bruins are holding that blue line really well. Messina there dancing around with it. He sends it cross ice to defenseman at the top. You got the Bruins that seem to be controlling the puck like they're on a power play there. Let's see if Sorensen can keep it out. That's sent out by Donaldson. Nope, he sends it back to Charles. He sends it in off of Hirschfield. Now the Bruins are there first. They got a guy behind them. See if the Eagles can get back. They do. They got, I think that's Fisher back there. Yep, that's Fisher. Now we got both Charles out there. Got Bodine. Good work by MacKinnon to get loose, and he sends it high off the glass. And here we go. Here's Bodine. He's in by himself. He's with Hirschfield. Oh, no! A pass to a wide open net. I don't think Hirschfield expected that pass. Bodine passed at the last second to a wide open net. And a diving player, if Bodine had that one over again, I think he would have shot that. Maybe he didn't see that defenseman coming. They had a 2-on-0 essentially, and he passes it. Doesn't even get a shot off. He's going to have nightmares about that play later on. I don't think Hirschfield expected it that last second. He still managed to get a stick on it, but it was just a little bit too late. Scott wins another one, not sent back, hard enough by Jordan. Good job by Fisher to corral that one. Bodine takes some body there, bounces off it. That's Kopech. I think he knows that kid too. Bodine tries to line that kid up. He can't, and that is sent back in. Played by Jordan. He stops it, leaves it there for Fisher. Fisher leaves it there for Scott. Scott's going to go. Nope, that's Bodine. Tries to set it up. He's got to get that out. This is dangerous. Danger. This is how bad plays develop. Popped out by MacKinnon. And now a hard shot. Wide. Now Dawson leaves it for Scott. He can't get it out. This is, oh no. Nope. Oh, that's sent to Bodine, and he just flips it out to center ice in neutral zone. Bruins battling for it. Weak backhand pass. That was dangerous. Really bad play there, but got away with it. Oh, off of Bodine as he's coming through. Bruins a little unorganized, but now they're organized, and now they got a break. Fisher's back and shot wide, maybe looking for a deflection. Charles does it. Oh, he does get it out. Defender kicks it out. Now Bodine, Charles out there and going back in with the Bruins. Good sustained pressure. 12:40 left, and now Fisher's just going to ice that, get some different kids on the ice. They had a little bit of a mismatch, a partial line change, and some good sustained pressure by the Bruins. They were changing guys in and out, so had lots of fresh legs out there. Still some pretty hard play by the Bruins, maybe a little bit of an edge, but the Eagles have certainly had some real good moments. And see how this is the Packard line. We got Packard, Jimenez, and Politi. Won by the Bruins. They send it back into the corner. And that's sent back. Oh, it kind of bounces. A couple kids, it's kept back in. Cherry Creek is really holding that line. There's Jimenez. He circles back around. He circles back, leaves it for Stanley. It looks like Chen's going to get there, and he sends it out, and that will not make it. Nope, icing is waved off. Now it's sent back around. Now Chen gets it back on the other side of the ice, and he can't get it back. Now the Bruins are going to come back in on the play. Chen gives some body there. Now it's back to Packard, see if he can organize. And he takes the body, and he takes a seat, unfortunately. There's Stanley. He looks up, and that's a deflection. I don't think that should be. Oh, that is an ice. Oh, I thought for sure that Cherry Creek Bruin got a stick on it. I'm not so sure how he didn't get a stick on that, but whatever the case, it's an icing. It's another D-zone face-off. We'll see how Hirschfield, Sorensen, and Maddox Charles do. We got McKinnon and Fisher on the defense here. Hirschfield's been great in the face-off circle, and he wins another one. Wins it back to Fisher. And, but he can't get it out, and that's a bad bounce there. Oh, good job holding that line by Jordan. He gets it softly off the boards, and that's sent in by the Bruins, and that should be an ice. It is. We'll have an ozone face-off with the power line out there. Let's see if the boys can win this draw again and maybe get some pressure, tie this game up. 11:34 left in the second period. Pretty good pressure by the Bruins and really doing a good job of holding the blue line. Hirschfield steps into the circle, wins another draw back to Fisher. Good deflection try by Sorensen. That could have been dangerous, and Fisher races to get to it. Good job by Fisher. He's working hard. Good pressure by the Eagles, but the Bruins are there. They got two kids down, and Sorensen needs some help back there. Hirschfield comes in to get another. Bruins have three players back there. That's one by the Bruins, and now the Eagles have to retreat. They do have four skaters back. The Bruins have got three coming up and send it back into the corner. Dump, and then he gives chase. And now it's back to MacKinnon. He's got some time, and he sends it back over there to Fisher, who turns and sends it all the way back around. And now that line still on Sorensen, and now here comes the Bruins, stick handling around kind of with himself, and then he sends it back up top and gets it back. Good job by MacKinnon to body him off of that, and now it's sent in. Dangerous. And it's sent. And they're going to call a penalty on Hirschfield for that one. And he is down. I guess that came a little bit late. They're calling interference on that. And once again, the Eagles are going to be on the PK. Good job with some body there, but I think it came just a little after that puck had left his stick. I think that's Badassi in there for the Bruins. Hopefully he's okay. He skated off under his own power, so maybe just a little bit shaken up. Hopefully it's just a 2-minute penalty. I think that the Bruin coach over there is asking if it's more, and the ref's saying nope, that's just a 2-minute interference play. And now the Eagles run yet another penalty kill. 10:30 left in the game. Hard shot. I'm not so sure that's the best shot, but it is a shot, and good high clear by Politi. I thought that was going to hit the rafters. It's a low roof here, and it didn't hit the rafters. And now the Bruins are going to circle back. We got Lucas Scott on the forecheck. Chen out there with Politi and Stanley. Stanley's going to get there first. Let's see if he can clear it. He sends it back in around. Usually a pretty safe play, and wind up. Another big hard clap bomb from the point. And now they're cycling again. The Bruins are. Now they've got it set up. See if the Eagles can protect. Dangerous. No. Dangerous play there. Anything can happen. Good job. Good quick hands there by Scott to just shovel that puck out of there. Here comes Maddox, Charles, and Hoyt. Sorensen now on the forwards. We still have Chen and Stanley out there. Regrove, good stick there. Good stick by Sorensen. Now he's going to try and be the first kid there. Gosh, he's good on these forechecks. Really good on the PK. Good job stepping up into that one is Stanley. 50 seconds left to kill again. 9:27 left in the second period. Bruins, nobody wants it. They left it there like a hot potato. Now it's finally sent out to a Bruin. A screen shot. He stepped away. Good job getting back was Jordan. And now the Bruins still contain the puck. Good job by Chen there to give some body. At least be a little bit of a menace there. Sent right out in front. He can't. It just fires one in, and he off of a body in front. 17 seconds left to kill in this penalty. And these penalty killers, that's off his mask. And maybe that should be it. Can he chip it up to himself? He can. Now here's Sorensen. No, that's Maddox Charles again. He circles back. And he comes off the backhand. He had that goalie beat too, but he just could not get it. Just fluttered over the backhand. And now the Bruins are going the other way. Good job by Fisher breaking that one up. He bodies it in on the board. Oh my goodness gracious. I thought that was Maddox Charles' second goal. But now he's going to give it another go. He comes in the middle. He's got Packard on the other side. Shoot wide. Then he tries the centering pass. Good play by Maddox. He's been out there for a long shift, and man, he still has some energy. He's got that fifth gear. It's like he presses that nitrous button at the end. He's got some extra energy. Wow, that was a good, see if we get a replay of that one too. Man, Maddox Charles, good work along the boards. He pinched it up to himself in a great move. He faked that goalie out. He had a wide open net and it just flipped over the top of his backhand. He could not square that one and get that one up. 2-1 deficit Eagles, 8:11 left in the second period. That was some good hard work. Packard, Jimenez, Sutter. Come in, we got Fisher. Oh, that one popped right out to the middle and Sutter had gone in like he's supposed to, I think. Closed into the circle and the Bruins are going to send that back in. That's going to be an ice. No touch icing. It doesn't matter if you made it there first, it's an ice. Another ozone face-off for the Eagles. Really any good, hard, sustained pressure by the Eagles. Some good breakaway opportunities, some 2-on-1s, some 1-on-1s, 1-on-0s, but they haven't really had the really good puck movement sent up. Let's see how they do here. Packard goes into the circle. He pinches up to himself, tries to clear it. Kept in. The Eagles had 3 guys that were deep. One by Jimenez. He takes it. He's looking for somebody to break. He had no one to pass to. And, oh, that could be dangerous. Good job by Fisher pinching up. Could be dangerous, but good corral by Sutter. We got an offsides. Okay, the ref doesn't want to talk about that one. It's an offsides. Get off the ice, boys. And the Eagles are going to change the lineup. Here comes the Hirschfield line. Hirschfield, Sorensen, Maddox, Charles. I like this play. They got King back up when that goes through Donaldson. Now he's got to regroup. He's got no support. He gets back to Maddox Charles. There's Maddox backhand softs over there to King. Cross ice pass to Sorensen. Just bounces off his stick. Now they're just playing keep away. Now here comes Donaldson, and he gets some pressure by that. Oh, that's hard pressure by the Bruins. Uh-oh. Good job by Jordan. That was dangerous. I thought that the Eagles were going to be going back up ice with that, but bouncing puck, a weird bounce, and the next thing you knew, the Bruins had another scoring opportunity. Jordan had to make a good save there. Same line stays out there. Hirschfield does not win that draw. Bruins keep it in. Stays in. Chen bodies somebody off the puck. Now that's over there to Charles. He tries to just flip it back. Oh, no. And good deflection out to center ice. Tried that stretch pass play again, but couldn't quite connect on that. And there's Sorensen. He sends it in. Charles is going to regroup, and that is just blockered aside by the goalie. Good forecheck there by Charles. And now there's a lot of guys deep. Tried the outlet pass, and that's sent into the stands as a souvenir. Almost down for another rush, but as it is, it will be a face-off at center ice. And now we've got Bodine, Scott, and Dawson Charles out there. Eagles still do not yet have a power play. Fisher and MacKinnon in the defensive pairing. Bruins won by the Eagles, but the Bruins seem to have the pressure there, and they're battling a little bit more pressure there than the Eagles do with this line. Several guys tied up. 3 Eagles, and it pops out. Oh, we can't get it out. Oh no, there's a guy just waiting in front. Oh no, good job with the save by Jordan. It's those plays that just come out of nowhere, and he's just had to be there for a play. Had to be there for a save too. See, Scott steps in for the face-off circle. He's been really good on the draws tonight as well. Having any trouble getting sustained pressure with this line though too. He wins another one, does Scott. And now Bodine goes for that big long stretch pass, but it's not there. I think the Bruins have sniffed this out. They send it back in. And now here comes Dawson Charles. He's looking for somebody to pass to. He finds Fisher. Fisher joins the play, and that's intercepted by the Bruins. Oh, he gets around one. He gets around. Oh, good job recollecting himself there as Lucas Scott. Now the Eagles are just standing still. He's pressed up against the board, and he trips over his own player, I think Fisher does. Bodine gets knocked down, I think, but he steps on it. Good deflection, a good save by Jordan. Holy moly. He had to be there for a save, and the Bruins were there. Just this line, Sorensen, Bodine, and Scott having trouble getting any good offensive pressure. Been okay on the defensive side, but just really not any good sustained offensive pressure. Try it out now with Hirschfield, Sorensen, and Charles. 5:55 left, second period, 2-1 lead for the Bruins. Bruins are controlling, and that pops out to Sorensen. And Sorensen's got a 2-on-2 developing. He's got Charles with him. Hurstfield joins. Now Sorensen turns and fires behind all the players. Bruins are coming back now. They've got numbers. They got 4-on-2. Both defenders are back. We got Donaldson, shot by Messina, goes wide. And now the Bruins try to get it, but now they're just standing around watching. Donnie gets there first. Now it's King. He gets there. He tries to get it out. And Hurstfield tries to, no, that's Maddox Charles. He finally gets it out to Sorensen. He's at center ice. He's by himself, and he just sends it down in. And now Hurstfield is going to circle off for the change. They got to be careful here. They don't get caught in the change. Good work there. Good work there by Sorensen on that. And that is then broken up and then corralled now by Chen. Chen gets it up to Packard. He deflects it in. Off the ref, and he's going to get it in. Sutter's going to give chase to that. Owen Kolchevsky gets there first, and he sends that's off of an Eagle player. That will not be an icing. Roger Stanley is a little late to get there. Now the Bruins set it up. Now it comes back out. Bruins send it right back down in. And that was off. I thought that could have been an ice. Chen sends that kid down, and now he's lying on top of it. And comes out to Sutter. He tries to body somebody off of it. Bruins seem to be controlling this a lot more dominant, a lot more physical. And now the puck is tied up. That's dangerous. And that's held there by the Bruins. And they try and set it into the center again. See if Sutter, he's unable to get it out. Chen might try himself, and no, and they can't get it really past the half ice. And he's converged on by two players. Packard and Politi give that guy a little bit of business, and that's sent back in by Cherry Creek. And that is too many men. Yeah, this will be the first chance we get to see the Screaming Eagles power play. There was a whole bunch of kids on the ice, and they're calling too many men. So now we get to see the Screaming Eagles power play, which should be, I think they've substituted McKinnon in for Jenkins on this PP1 unit. Let's watch these boys go to work. It's been great. We got Maddox Charles mans the helm up there at the top of the ice. Really controls the play. But we got Chen in on defense. We got Hurstfield steps into the circle. Like I said, he wins another one. He flips it back to Charles. And now the Bruins are just able to flip it out harmlessly. There goes Lucas Jordan to get to it first, and now Bruins on a really passive play here. No forecheck here at all. Now here comes Dawson Charles with some speed up to Sorensen. See if Sorensen can get it in. He manages to get it in, and he's good patience there. Good job setting up to Maddox. Now here we can watch the boys work. Oh, and the stick comes in there. I think that Maddox liked what he saw there, but a last-second stick by the Bruins, and that sent up into the netting. 1:29 left on the power play. 3:22 left in this second period. Hurstfield steps into the draw. Yeah, I think he won that. It went actually off the ref, and Sorensen gloves it, but he cannot keep it in. And now here comes the Bruins. They've actually got a 2-on-1, but Kolchevsky loses it. Here comes Maddox Charles. No, that's Hurstfield with it. He comes out wide. He's got a couple kids with him. He falls down. He blows an edge, and they do not call a trip on that. I guess it was a blown edge, and now here comes Maddox Charles. He sends it up, and that is an ice. Oh, a good stretch pass, and just out of Hurstfield's reach. We're going to try this new power play unit. We didn't see this one at all last night. We got Scott, Bodine, McKinnon, Jimenez, and Fisher. So we'll see how this group does battle. Scott's been great in the face-off circle. Let's see if he can win this face-off. And it's not one, but the Eagles have possession. See, here's Fisher. He's got it behind. Who wants to run this power play? We got Bodine on the stretch. Nope. He try and get it in. Fisher gets it into Scott. And that was a fortunate break. It was sent out off of a hand of Fisher, and so that faceoff's going to be just outside the zone. A little bit of trouble getting it in, and that's all we're going to see of the PP2 unit. Good break for PP1. They were not able to really get anything established. And now we got PP1 unit back in there. Hirschfield in the circle. He wins it back to Charles. Let's see what Charles can do. He's so dangerous on this power play. And good job by Hirschfield. And that's gloved in by, and they're going to send that all the way back down. They said that Hirschfield was offsides. Yeah, that stretch pass play, 27 seconds left in this power play. 2-1 lead for the Bruins. Eagles had that goal by Charles at the end of the first period, and not really any good scoring chances or any sustained pressure since. Oh my goodness. That is a one draw by the Bruins. And Owen Kluchevsky with just a shot. I don't think Jordan was expecting that. And that is a goal. So the Eagles get a little bit of what they're really good at, actually, are the shorthanded goals. And we'll see the replay on that. I think that Jordan was just not expecting that. And it went in short side, but now let's watch the Eagles go back to work. Here comes Maddox Charles. It comes off of the stick. He doesn't get a shot off, really. And now Eagles are going to have to regroup. And we've got a delayed penalty. Not so sure what happened here. That's a slash on Dawson Charles. I didn't see what happened there either. That must have been behind the play, and that's an unnecessary penalty that you just can't be taking when you're on the power play, although there's only 8 seconds left on the power play. And now once again, the Eagles are going to be on the penalty kill for some length of time. 4-on-4 for 8 seconds, and then the Bruins will go on the power play. See what the Eagles can do. They win the draw back. It's sent back up high. And that is goal. Shot from the point. Hard shot, a juicy rebound, and no one was there to cover up that. And now we are 4-1, and they are about to go on the power play. And now we're going to be on a goalie change, and we'll see Landon Reichenbach come in. They did the goalie change last night as well. 4-on-4 hockey for 1 second. And then we'll be on the penalty kill. Won by Fisher. Fisher's got it hard. Oh my goodness gracious. He fans on it. He can't get it out. Been a little bit of that. The puck is sticking, and that is a hard pass. And let's see if Maddox Charles can get there first. He tries to dive and get it back to Beaudin. Oh, and he can't. That puck is doing some weird things. It's sticking a little bit. Beaudin was waiting for it. He gets it back, and he can't backhand it in with any kind of velocity. So now it's sent back in by the Bruins. Let's see if they can set it up. Beaudin's there first. He chips it. He misses it. And now that's sent in, and that's a goal. After killing off a number of penalties, number of shorthanded opportunities, the Bruins are putting it on the Eagles now. 5-1, 1:14 left in the second period. And, you know, we've seen the Eagles come back from some games. They're going to really have to dig deep to come back from this. They found themselves in quite the hole. Some defensive breakdown. You saw Beaudin just flail, and Sorensen takes the penalty. And now we got to keep this one in check now. This is now touched up by Stanley. Sorensen had kind of had enough, so he checked that guy a little after the puck had gone by him. Some angry players. The Eagles need to really keep this one together, down 5-1. 1 minute left in the game. sorry, 1 minute left in the second period, and once again, the Eagles are on the penalty kill. The Bruins have been successful the last two. So one draw, Eagles are going to send it down in. Bruins are organizing. Politti's there on the forecheck. Skates by him, sent back down in. Chen's there first. He chips it out, takes a nice, favorable Valor bounce, and it's now back into the goalie. Goalie paddles it out. 32 seconds left in the period. Still have a minute and a half left in the penalty. Cherry Creek cycling. Get it back across ice. 18 seconds left in the period. Bruins control. High shot, wide. Bruins dancing around with it, back in their own corner. 3 seconds left, it's like they can't see the clock. And that's gloves down, and that is the end of the second period. So 3 pretty quick goals there by the Bruins, and what was a really close, tight game. Just the floodgates opened. A couple of undisciplined penalties there that were really unnecessary, I would say, by the Eagles, and they find themselves now in a 1-5 deficit. It's going to be hard to come back from, I'd say, against this Bruins team that have been doing very well, shutting down the offensive action. Bruins are having a little bit of trouble getting out of the rink. And they finally get the door open, but yeah, that was a pretty, you can hear the fans cheering them off, and they should get a warm welcome. They've really blown the doors open on the Screaming Eagles here on this game. Good hard pressure, and then again you can see that the Eagles have been pretty frustrated, haven't been able to get any sustained pressure, and then when they did, take a roughing penalty. So we're going to get a Zam here, and we'll be back now for the third period, see if they can get some kind of momentum, mount some kind of charge starting this third period. We'll have a 1 minute penalty kill as we start the third period. And we are back from the Zam. Did a little bit of research there on the stats through first 2 periods. 28 shots to 8 by the Valor Eagles. So pretty much a domination by the Bruins. It shows on the scoreboard, certainly in the stats. Valor has taken 6 penalties. 1 penalty taken by the Bruins. Bruins will start this period on the power play. We got Reichenbach in net. He replaced Jordan, a couple of bad bounces. Let's see if the Eagles are able to, dig deep and at least try and make this a competitive game. Some very undisciplined penalties towards the end of the game, which is very out of character. They've had some really close games, some tight games. Been down before, and they really played with a lot of strength and perseverance to bring it back, but we'll see if they can do that now. It's a very important third period, especially as we head into the playoffs starting up this next Friday. They're going to have to really dig deep and play some good hockey, keep together, stay disciplined. Draw won by the Bruins, and they're bringing it in. They're back on the rush. Fisher gets there first. He slams it off the boards, takes a big wide bounce. The Bruins are with it. Bruins set it up, goes out wide, send back, and Bruins sent in. Oh my goodness gracious. Barely moving, and Reichenbach side at the last second. 39 seconds left in this penalty kill. McKinnon, Hirschfield, Charles, Maddox Charles on the ice, Dawson Charles. It's Hoyt Sorensen, I believe, in the penalty box. Hirschfield steps in, he wins the draw, and that is sent down by Fisher. Maddox Charles wants to get there first. He's certainly not giving up. He wants to win this game bad, so he gives some pressure. Bruins are with it. They've got some numbers. They got a 4-on-2. Sends it to good job there on Hirschfield, staying with it. Now the Bruins are going to try and set it up. Turns and fires. It goes off the goalie. Reichenbach had to make a save. Bruins let it go all the way through. They've got it set up now. They got the umbrella going. Good job getting to it first, and that is cleared out by Hirschfield. That should do it for this penalty kill. 1 second, and that's it. Sent in on goal, harmlessly blocker to side. And now Dawson Charles gets back. That was Dawson that was in the box, and the Bruins goalkeeper has to play it. Dawson gives chase. It's sent back around. Bodine gets there first, and he battles with it. He keeps it in. He's got to play a little bit harder this third period. Good job at Chen keeping it in. He pushes a couple guys off, and he was still with it. Charles is back and taking his position. Corralled by Stanley. He chips it up out of Chen's hand. The puck is stuck a little bit. Bodine tries to battle through. He does. Battles through, and he's now got it. He kicks it to himself, stays with it. He needs some help, and now it's stuck back in the corner. Puck's a little bit sticky. Bodine chips it back in. There's nobody there. He gives chase. Chen had pinched up from his defensive spot, and it's Charles stays with it. He tries to put it all the way in. Eagles, that just barely gets out. Good play by Scott. Get with it. Stanley backhands it up to Charles. Bruins are good, just kind of playing a defensive period here. Not get too aggressive and just try and capitalize on errors. Scott sends it out to Bodine. Bodine has to just chip it up to center ice. Now the Bruins send it back in. We're going to see a lot of that this third period. It'll be some really conservative play. Jimenez now on the ice. Chen pins his man up against the wall. Dawson Charles is still out there. He passes it up just outside of Jimenez. Outstretched puck. Tries to send it in. Cherry Creek does. Chen gives him a little bit of body. Stanley gets there first. He gets pushed off that puck. And Cherry Creek tries to stick handle it. It's not quite moving quite as fast as it was there at the beginning of this. Sutter tries to get it out, and now it's to Packard. Packard's with Jimenez if he races, and he sends it into the bench, and that is caught by the coach. Good catch there, and we will have a face-off at center ice. some good disciplined play here. A little bit worried it was going to get out of control. Valor would come out relatively angry, and on the heater coming out, being sure the coach had a target and said, look, boys, you got to keep it together. You're getting the doors blown open, so keep it together. Try and score some goals and make it competitive. Let this team know you can play with them and you're better than they are. King gets to it first. He sends it back around just outside of Sutter's hand. Creek's just going to send it back in. They're going to just do that this entire third period. They're in no hurry. Donaldson sends it back around, and now King sends it back in. It goes off of Jimenez. Sutter gets back checked there. 3 players back there for the Eagles, and they're okay getting it out. These boys have been on there for a while now, but it's just been pressure in their zone. They can't do anything. It kicks out. Wow, Reichenbach had to make a save on that. That was a bouncing puck. Taking some weird bounces. It was bouncing like a football might bounce, with just some weird, strange bounces. We're going to check out a new line here. Hirschfield, Dawson, Charles, Sorensen, Kiddo, and Fisher on the defensive pairing. The play that Cherry Creek runs is they win that and they send the guy back behind the net. I'm sure they'll watch that on tape. It's with Dawson Charles now. He tries to get it up. Puck sticking. It's brought in off sides. He was trying to bring that in, but the puck was stuck. It's not quite sliding. It takes a little while for that ice to freeze, and so it's a little bit slow at the beginning when it comes off the Zam, especially at some rinks. Some rinks it's worse than others. See if this line, maybe a line change up can do something. There's a little bit of trouble, had any sustained pressure. Sorensen still body, good body there by Fisher. Sent back around by Hirschfield. Kiddo has it. He's looking for a stretch pass. Oh, that did come out, and they missed that one. I could see it perfectly from where I was standing. But Creek's going to stay with it, and they send it in. That one's off the post. That goes wide. Bruins keep it in. McKiddo closes on it. Now Fisher's there. He pokes it up to Dawson Charles. Backhands it out. No, he doesn't get it out. He dives for it to stop. The Bruins are still on the pressure. Battle in front of it was McKiddo. He tied that guy up and did not give him a chance, and backhands it up, and Hirschfield did not see it coming. That stick got caught. That was a bad no call by that. That was a terrible, I can't believe that they didn't call that. That was a terrible play by Badassian. Retaliatory, and that was awful. That was totally unacceptable. McKiddo might have gotten tangled up, and Badassian made a terrible play. That should not be mutual. Let's wait and see what the call is on this. No, he's not out of the box. Maybe it's not a penalty. I'm not so sure what happened there. I do not have a replay of that either. The refs have conferred. They're calling all the players away. The refs are talking at center ice. I've not seen a replay of that, but that was a pretty unacceptable play by Badassian. I mean, a little bit of retaliation maybe. It's certainly not that. 12:09 left in the third period. 5-1 Bruins lead. You'd like to see a clean third period, and certainly you don't want to see any of that. Refs are talking with the Cherry Creek coach about what's going to happen here. Skating him off the ice. Looks like he's getting the door. He's done for the night. And he should. That's unacceptable. I don't know. So he's not going to be playing next game too. You should watch the replay and see that he just can't do that. I hear a lot of people are angry about that. The refs finally did make the right call. You can't be doing that. Yeah, the refs need to take control, get back control of this game. And we're still waiting. Yeah, that's a 5-minute major. So this is actually what the Eagles needed. 5-minute penalty here, and they can score as many goals as they can. The Bruins do not get the player out of the box. I think the call is kicking. We'll have to get a replay of that. Maybe once the game's over we can see. But now the boys are going to go to work on this 5-minute major. See if they can get a goal. It's few goals. It's one back by Hirschfield. Sorensen's got it. This is where he really missed Jenkins. Actually, he's great on this power play. Over to Sorensen. Sorensen down low. Brought back up by Hirschfield. Good puck movement. Good deflection. Good deflection attempt there by Charles. Sorensen, good job staying with it after getting bodied off that. He's still with it. Now Sorensen is a little bit tied up. Good favorable bounce off the back. Good pressure here by the Bruins, and they're able to get that out. Reichenbach's going to collect that. 4:22 left in this 5-minute penalty. You'd like to see the Eagles get a couple of goals here and make this a game. Here comes, look, I love how Mattis Charles skates in with this head up. Looking, what does he see? Oh, sent in. That's one of those shot passes. Good play by Sorensen. Now it looks like the Bruins are on a... And Reichenbach has to make a save. Good play there. We're going to see the second power play unit come out for a spell. They're out there for about 10 or 15 seconds that last time. 4:01 left in that 5-minute major. Got the door, so we will not see him for the first game of the playoffs coming up. Draws one back by the Bruins. They send it back in. They're going to eat a little bit of clock. Set back in by Fisher. Now Scott has it. Who wants to bring it up? He sends it over there to King. King over to Bodine. Bodine fumbles it off of his stick. He can't get it in. He's got to get it in there deep. Pretty bad play there. Scott, see if he can get it in. Sends it off the boards to himself. And it comes off the board. Now let's see if they can set it up. King sends it back around to Bodine. He's got it. Passes it over there to King. He sends it. Now Jimenez tries to get it back to Bodine. This looks very disorganized. And then Fisher can't keep it in. He manages to get there first. Now we'll try it again. Here comes Jimenez. He's going to skate it in himself. Gets poke checked at the blue line and sent in backhand attempt by King. He can't get it in. They burned up 45 seconds of this, and they still can't do anything. Now we're going to try and get a change there. Fisher's going to bring it up. He skates it over there to Sorensen. Sorensen's going to try. I think we've gotten power play 1 back on. Sorensen brings it up. 3 Bruins are back. He manages to get it in. He takes it himself, tries to tuck it in backhand. He can't quite get it in. Maddox sends it back over there to Chen. Chen with a good hard rip, and that is high and easily gloved saved by that goalie. Now we've burned up about half of this 5-minute major. 2:47 left in the penalty. Hirschfield, Charles, Sorensen, Charles, and Chen are out there. Hirschfield loses that draw, and he's really good on those. Can't win 100% of them, I guess, and the Bruins managed to clear. This is not what we were hoping for. Hoping for a good, quick goal and maybe put another couple goals up there in this extended power play. But here's Charles. He sends it up. Good job with that wall there. Oh, he sends it in thinking that Sorensen was going to go in, and he didn't, so now we're going to have to regroup. Hirschfield tries to bring it in. He can't bring it in. Sorensen, he gets laid down, and now the puck comes back out, so back around to Chen. Bruins are doing a nice job putting it on a wall, that wall on the blue line and not letting the kids get it in. Charles tries to give some body. He can't. Hirschfield tries to get it up. He has a little bit of trouble. Now see if they can set it up. They get it in. Nope, they don't get it in. Tries to clear it out. It gets through Chen. Very disorganized power play here. Now Charles is going to circle back with it. There's 1:45 left in this 5-minute penalty. The dump and chase, and there was nobody there to chase. Now we're going to see some new skaters. McKinnon's back on the ice. Glad that wasn't anything too serious. He's got the puck back behind the net. 1:33 left in this penalty. See if McKinnon can find anything. He turns and sends it back over there to Fisher. Fisher's going to skate it up. Fisher skates it right into Bodine. Bodine's got to get out of the way, and now they're back on. Just looks totally unorganized here. There's McKinnon. Cross ice pass to Bodine. He fumbles it off his stick again. He's going to regroup, and he sends it cross ice. to Scott, and he sends it back in. Now they're on the chase. Let's see if they can do anything here. Bruins got it, and they easily clear it out. Just unable to really set anything up. Really good penalty kill. This actually looks like the Eagles' penalty kill typically. See if they can try it again now. Here comes Fisher. He sends it over to Bodine. He gets off of his stick again. He fumbles it again. Kochevsky takes a hard shot there. Goes through Bodine's stick again. He gets tied up and loses the battle. And then that's back into the zone again. The Eagles have not been able to get anything going. They're now 4.5 minutes into this. MacKinnon, no, Fisher tries to bring it in. That's just broken up by the Bruins. Shot wide and all the way back out. 25 seconds left, and the Bruins send it all the way back in. And this is about to do it for this 5-minute power play, and unable to do anything. They should have some good video footage to look at it. But what they did wrong, sends it into Sutter. He's down in the corner. He tries to get to it and send it. He can't quite center it. He gets pushed up, tied up against the board. Politi can't quite get there. Bruins are there first. 2-1, and it is done. I'm not even sure they got a shot off in that 5-minute power play. And that is unable. That he's sent down by Chen, and there's no call there. Probably a good no call. Politi gives some body there off the back of the net to Stanley. Stanley over there to Chen. And now Politi just turns and clears it, and that's going to be an icing. That is 6 minutes of hockey there that I think the Eagles probably want back. No sustained pressure, no shots. 5-minute clear. You can see the Creek still with the 5-1 lead. 6:47 left in the third period. Yeah, they just were unable to really get anything going on that 5-minute major. And if there was ever a time where you needed to get some momentum, that was it. Scott loses the draw. He's been so good on those. Bruins organized. They hold the puck. They're just fine, just burning time. Scott gets there. He tries to poke it up. He gets to Charles. He is still fighting. He's 1-on-3. And he gets there. Bodine is with Charles now. Charles sends it back in. Bodine's going to give battle. A little bit of body there. Not enough. Sent back up. There's Fisher. Tries to put it in, and Creek is just there. They've been really good in these defensive lanes, shutting these passes down or any of the sustained offense down. Sends it off of MacKinnon. Good job by Reichenbach to be in the position. It goes off of Bruins' stick into the bench, and the Eagles will change. 5-1 deficit, 6:04 left in this game. This is a point now where coming back and winning this game is probably out of the question. You want to end the game with some sort of positivity, some momentum, something to build from going into the next game, which will likely be on Friday. Dealing with some injuries, and hopefully that played a big piece. Obviously, one of their key players, Drew Jenkins, not in the lineup. Hirschfield, he gets the line, grounder, looking for a rebound likely, one of those shot passes. Gets his own, sends it back up. Another one of those low shots that looking for a tip. Dawson gives battle in the corner. A little bit cleaner now, which is good. Creek's got it back in their own zone. They're going to send it out, and they're content just burning up as much clock as they can. King gets it, comes up to Charles. Charles in neutral zone tries to backhand it up to Sorensen. Didn't quite get enough on it. It's sent, I thought, into the stands, but nope, it's back down into the corner. King loses it, and that is now loose in front of the goal. That is dangerous. 3 Eagles were there. Very dangerous there. Now the Bruins are controlling, and that shot's wide, not on net. King just decides to ice it. And the goalie had that call right when he raised his glove that time. That was an ice, and we'll send it back down in. 4:40 left in this third period, which at this point we just want to get the game over with. 5-1 lead for the Bruins, and just a lot of sustained pressure. Shots are 33-12. The Eagles have had 4 shots in all 3 periods so far. They're still battling though, playing hard. They don't want to give up any more goals. And like I said, you want to just take some little piece of momentum. This happens. I remember several times the Avalanche played and just get the doors blown off and then come back out. Good job by Chen. Really, they're going to call a penalty on that one. I guess they're saying that puck had just gone past him. Chen usually with some really good, well-timed hits. But yeah, back to the Avalanche. You see sometimes those games where you don't quite know what's happening. They lose 5-0, 5-1, something. In fact, they've had some of those already this season. Just come right back after it. In golf, they call that the memory of a goldfish. You're not thinking about that. You don't think about your bad shots. You just move forward. Again, let's see if we can have something positive here. Bruins win the draw. Trying to set it up. Sent that back down into the corner. Tries to get it out. Bruins are sticking with it. And battling down in the corner. They're not giving up, the Eagles. McKinnon's down there working hard with Politi. Good hard work by Fisher. Good job winning that puck battle. McKinnon fights off two kids and wins that battle. And they're going to call a penalty on that. That's a trip on the Bruins. 128. Good hard battling down there by the Eagles. Again, keeping it clean and really working hard. They do not want to give up any goals. They've not given up any goals in this third period. It was just a 1 minute flurry there. 1 minute in the second period where the Bruins scored 3 goals. A couple bad bounces, some breakdowns. I was talking with Hank about it last night. As he said, it plagued them all trip in Fargo. Some of these breakdowns, some bad bounces. We saw some of those last night. We saw some of those tonight. They were able to recover last night against Chap, but not against this good Bruins team tonight. 4-on-4 hockey for 1:23, and we'll have a 30-second power play with the Eagles. King gets it, he gives it up, and where might be an inadvertent whistle. I'm not sure what happened. Nope, must have been a hand pass. I'm not sure what happened there, or maybe a high stick, whatever the case. It is sent all the way back down. Another O-zone draw. Let's see how Mattis Charles does here. He's out there. His brother Dawson Charles. Mattis, and they were going to call him a penalty on that for just pushing that kid down. Maybe he said the hands got up a little bit high, but he's battling to touch that up. He does touch it up, and they're calling a cross check. Must have got up a little bit high. Just good hard work by Maddox there. I'm not so sure that was a call. Some physical play. Now we're going to see some 3-on-4 hockey. And this is looking here at the penalties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 penalties by the Eagles. This must be the most penalties they've had. You could call this a rivalry game of sorts, and I can't wait to see these teams back on the ice the next time they meet. And unable to clear King. The Bruins are going to set this power play up 4-on-3. Shot from the point, and Stanley's able to clear that one. Scott's out there with King and Stanley. Good block there by Scott, getting in front of that hard shot. Bruins have this 4-on-3 for another 30 seconds. We've got the umbrella set up. Tried to stay count around. Stanley steps out to intercept that. Back up top for the Bruins. They send it back. And manages to clear. Good job by Scott clearing that. Tries to backhand it up, fans on it. Now we got Jimenez out there with McKinnon and Fisher. And coming out of the box is Chen right now, and Sutter's going to hop on. Good glove save there. Quick snap that one up by Reichenbach. We got Sutter Jimenez, Fisher, and MacKinnon out on the ice. Glad nothing serious happened to MacKinnon. That can be dangerous. I think he took a skate to the head, a kick. Well, I'll go back and look at the replay of that one later. 4-on-4 hockey for another 26 seconds, and then the Eagles will be on another penalty kill. 2 minutes left in the game. And I said earlier, the Eagles just want to get this one over with, enjoy the rest of their weekend, take it easy on Sunday, and prepare for the next round of the playoffs, Fisher, good job there. He stopped and he went the other direction, faked like he, nope, that's not an ice. You guys are on the power play. Second time that goalie's done that. Bruins are on a power play for 18 seconds. Jimenez gives some body there. He wants to finish the checks and keep playing hard till the last whistle. Now we got 5-on-4, and the penalty is, oh no, that puck was sitting there. Chen gets to it. There's Sutter. He's got Beaudin deep, but he didn't look up in time. It was a bouncing puck. Beaudin does get there now, sends it back, passes it over to the Bruin. Now Bruins are in control now. Doesn't quite make it through. It's sent back down in. 50 seconds left. Fisher will get to it. Beaudin is cherry picking now too. And Fisher, oh, Beaudin forgot something, then falls down. Now Politti's got it. Beaudin is again on the breakout. He can't quite get to it. And now 30 seconds left in the game. They just want to get this game over with. One last, oh, that's a good save there by Reichenbach, sent into the bench. Reichenbach had to make a good save there at the end, and that was actually on net. He's playing through to the last whistle too. Shots are 37-13. Dominating performance by the Bruins over the Eagles. And the Eagles can't wait to see this team again. Hopefully it's here in the CPHL playoffs, if not, certainly in Chassa. .14 seconds left. Donaldson over there to King, just sent back around. Both Bruins are still trying to score, apparently. Sutter chips it out, center ice. And that is it. And there's Creek. I get the feeling these boys are going to skate straight to the locker room. And that is a 5-1 victory for the Bruins. Until next time.